Hi, I'm Scott Flowers with Cloud Ninjas. Today we're here to continue our series on the Dell PowerEdge R660 server. In this video, we're going to talk about network cards. Let's get going. Hey, thanks for stopping by today to learn a little bit more about the Dell PowerEdge R660 server. Do us a favor, if you find anything that helps you in this video, click that like, smash that subscribe. All right, so this is going to be a continuation of our series that's going to be specifically focused on network cards. So what we're going to do, first things first, we're going to talk about the different form factors of network cards that are accepted with the 660. Then we're going to show you the compatible interfaces. Right after that, we're going to go over the different speeds for all those different interfaces. Then we're going to put up a nice little compatibility chart of some of the different network cards that we've tried or that are approved by Dell. And this is not all inclusive, and this is actually where we ask the community to please, if there's a card you use that's not on our chart, drop a comment down below, help the other users out. People, like to know what works, what doesn't, and that's literally what this is all about, good karma. So throw something down below. And at the very end, we're going to show you how to do an install for both types of compatible network cards. And so yeah, let's just hop into all the good stuff. All right, so the types of interfaces that you can use, you're going to have an OCP 3.0, and you're going to have your just standard PCIe card. Now, the type of chassis that you have you can look at the different types of chassis in our drive video, because there's like 13 different types of chassis. So that is very relevant to what's going to be in the back for the networking cards, especially if you have two in the rear. That changes really everything. The one we have right now has two high profile, one low profile. The high profiles are Gen 5 and also a OCP 3.0. So there's 4 for this specific chassis. But again, it's going to depend on the type of chassis you have. So that's very important. And honestly, we'll throw up a quick chart right now, just like the drive video, that shows you the different types of chassis, and that's really more relevant for the drive side. But just to let you know, there's literally 13 different types of chassis, so that's going to depend on your network cards as well. All right, so let's talk about the different types of compatible interfaces. There are 11 types of compatible interfaces. I mean, that's crazy, right? There's that many interfaces nowadays. So the most prevalent probably is going to be RJ45, which is just another way of saying Ethernet. You're going to have SFP, SFP+, SFP28, SFP56, QSFP, QSFP+, QSFP28, QSFP56, OSFP, and good old fiber channel. So yeah, there's 11 different interfaces that you can use for the R660. So that brings us to speeds. You can go as low as a 1 gigabit, 10 gigabit, 25, 40, 50, 100, 200, 400. Yes, you can go all the way up to 400 with OSFP. And you can get with fiber channel 8, 16, 32, or wait for it, 64. I actually had to stop and go, wait, you could do 64 with fiber channel? That was new to me, because with fiber channel, even 32 felt fast, but those are the different speeds you can use. All right, so next up, we are going to put up a nice little handy dandy compatibility chart. These are going to be some part numbers that we know work with the R660. It'll be Dell's AVL, maybe some stuff we researched ourselves. And again, this is where we ask the community to throw some part numbers in that you have found that work to help other people out down the line, because that's what it's all about, good karma, right? After that, we're going to show you how to do installs. So let's just hop into the fun stuff. But before we do our installs, I'm going to grab my ESD gear and be right back.
Hey, it's Mason with Cloud Ninjas, and today I'll be showing you guys how to install your network cards via PCIe and OCP 3.0. So as you can see, we have our PCIe network card here and our OCP 3.0 NIC here. So let's go ahead and set these to the side, pop our latch, and then lift our top, just like any other server you've been in before. So first, we will go ahead and install our PCIe network card. Taking a look at the back here on riser 3, you will press the blue button and then gently lift the riser and turn it over. But be very careful, because there are cables attached to this riser. So just be as gentle as possible, and don't just rip this riser straight off the motherboard. It was very common with the 15th gen and the 14th gen, where you could could just lift the riser and set it out of the server. But in this specific case, we're just going to turn it over so that way we don't damage the cables. So now we will go ahead and flip this black tab back so that way we can make room for the bracket on the PCIe card. And then we're going to grab our PCIe network card and then take a look at the leads. It is important to make sure that the leads are going to match up with the PCIe slot. And once you've confirmed that the leads are going to line up with the PCIe slot, go ahead and gently begin slotting the PCIe network card into the slot, paying close attention to the bracket and making sure that it's flushed with the back. And then once the card is fully slotted in all the way, just flip the black tab back in its place, and now we will set the riser back in its original position. Congrats, you've successfully installed your PCIe network card. So now we're going to go ahead and install our OCP 3.0 NIC. On riser 2, you will use your index and thumb to hold the holes and then press the blue button, and then you can lift this riser and flip it back, paying attention to the cables and being as gentle as possible. And so now you will see the OCP slot that was underneath the riser. So first you will need to lift the blue lever up, and then now we're ready to slot in the OCP 3.0 NIC. So go ahead and push the OCP card into the slot all the way in, and then you're going to press that blue lever back down. So now that the OCP 3.0 NIC is installed, we can go ahead and set this riser back into its original position. And congrats! You've successfully installed your network cards via PCIe and OCP for your Dell PowerEdge R660 server. Hey, do us a favor, click that like button and smash the subscribe. If you're looking for any custom built Dell, HPE, Supermicro, Gigabyte, Asus, IBM, Cisco, we do it all. We have both new and refurbished. So please give us a call or email us at sales@cloudninjas.com. That's sales@cloudninjas.com. Anyways guys, thanks for stopping by.